Well, it has been a very long time since I've been able to sit in front of my computer to record a video for you guys. But before we get into our next project, I do want to quickly just let you guys know that I do suffer through chronic back pain and I've had surgeries and stuff. So with all the work that I was doing in my house with the networking and all that type stuff, as well as the weather changing as quickly as it did from beautiful summer weather to freezing bitter winter cold, my spine sort of had a panic attack and just overall pain. So I wasn't able to do a lot of things, but I am getting better. And even though I'm not 100%, I would like to try to show you some of the things that I did learn, as well as get some tips from you guys, because there's still a ton that I don't know about React. Now, whenever I'm learning a new language or framework, I do typically start with a to-do list, and we've already done that. So the next step that I thought I would like to try to do is work on a blog where you can use all the CRUD functionalities, but also have some of the JavaScript stuff that these frameworks come with, and to see, just how things work. Now, what I did was I had this template for a long time. One of the things I do is I tend to find templates and download them so that I can use them and integrate them and be able to give a look to the projects that we do so that I don't have to sit there and figure out how I want to do it. Plus, it also introduces old templates that still work pretty well, still look pretty good, and give you a very basic sort of a thing to work with. Now, this is one of those templates that I found years ago, and I think that Adam something, I can never remember his name, but he's one of the creators of Tailwind. This was in the Tailwind UI collection of different templates and stuff, and it seems like it's been abandoned and it doesn't really work all that well. The template itself hasn't really been updated in a while, so this is my take on that template. And as you can see, we have login register buttons with a little bit of CSS highlighting on it. And then we have images here where if you hover over it, you can see that these kind of have that Tailwind flicker thing on it. And then we have titles, we have bodies, we have users with a 9 minutes read, and we also have a little avatar here, as well as just sort of a different design for each of these. Now, this is just on the welcome page. You can also set up subscribe if that's something that you're interested in. And then there's a footer here to basically be another sort of navigation thing. But if you click on one of these, then you can go directly to the post, and then it has the date, the title, the author's name of it, and then it has their picture or whatever. And then here's all of their posts, again with their name and how long it is, as well as some other suggestions down here, and then the very basic footer. Now, if we go to posts, then you see we have all of these in here. These are all the posts that have been seeded to the database. And like I said, it's very basic, so there's not really much going to be in here. I don't even remember how many there are, but you can click more posts and that'll take you to the index page. And then you can go back to read this entire post again. If you click that, it'll take you to whatever that is. Now you see these images are a little bit different just because the way I've seeded them to the database, and I have some things in the background that are just sort of automatically putting fake images in here. So it's not going to be the exact picture on every refresh right now. If we come here and let's say we go ahead and register an account, it's going to take us to our dashboard, but I have a link here going back to posts. If we go back to posts, you can see, yes, we have these, but now there's a new link up here for my posts. There's also a dashboard link up here, as well as a create button. If I go to my posts, because I just created this account, I do not have anything. So there's just a only cute puppies here, create your first post. And then you can go ahead and create the post. And here's where we have some interesting functionality. So I'm going to go ahead, fill in this stuff automatically. And as you can see here, we have a tiny MCE box in here where we can do all kinds of stuff. We can add stuff like that. And if I had an emoji, I would put it in there. But, this is not just text. It's actually quite designed. So if I go and make that bold, or I come to this one and italicize it, or let's say I want to center this, right? Just that one line. I can do that, but it's different styling. And that's the beauty of actually using real text in your projects, because then you can have that more custom post or whatever it is that you're doing. We also have a drag and drop file here, and I implemented File Pond with this. Right here, I have some images. This is going to be part of the package when we start setting this up that you're going to get. But let's say I wanted to grab any one of these pictures. Let's say this one. Come back here, and as you can see, we get a preview of this image, and then we can go ahead and create. Now I've also used the ShadCN UI. So we have a little Sonar up here, a little toast notification up here. And this is going to bring us back to our new picture, which is actually the picture that we uploaded, but it's big, so you're not going to see it all. And then this is what I did. You can see it's centered. Everything is styled the way I intended it. This is bold. This is lettering. This is the name of me as a user. And then we have our suggestions on this page. There's also a way to go back to my posts and you can edit. And as you can see here, everything is pre-filled. You can edit everything that you want to edit. And then also here is if you want to delete it, you can also delete it. And I just have a basic confirm here, but if I cancel, nothing happens. But if I go ahead and delete and click OK, then it's gone. And as you can see, this post no longer exists and it is done. Now, when we get to setting up the project, I will show you where everything is coming from and we'll take a look at what it is we're going to be working with specifically. But because I want this project to be done before Laravel 13 comes out, I am going to try to do 2 posts a week. And for members, what I'm going to do is instead of having a week in between it, I'm going to have it like the day before. Let's say I do the members post on Tuesday, then I'll release it publicly on Wednesday. So that'll be the kind of thing that we have. So if you are a member, you'll still get it first, but I want to make sure that everybody has it and is done. Any feedback that I get, I would like to try to implement it, like I said, before 13 comes out. Now, this project is functionally done, but there are some little quirks to things that I wasn't really sure how to fix. And because I tried to implement TypeScript, I just really got confused on stuff, just couldn't see my way through. So how I do memberships on my channel is that members will get access to the working code while I am still working on the other project. So you'll get it pretty much every time a video is released, you'll get the new code. When the project is done, that's when I release the entire code to everyone. So if you are a member, you'll be able to send pull requests while we're making the series so that I can adjust whatever accordingly and be able to record those videos for everyone else. But if you're not a member, then you can still send pull requests and I'll take a look and make sure that they work appropriately and how I kind of envisioned it working. And then I'll add those to the code as well. And then based on what we have by the end of the series, I might make a video just including all that. But either way, those things will definitely be included in the code once everything is public to everyone. And hopefully this will be a good balance of how we work through this. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and click that like button as it really does help out the channel. Here's a video YouTube thinks you'll like, and here's a playlist to follow along. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.